It was a banner night for the Mountain West. 3 players drafted in the first round of the NFL Draft. Josh Allen of Wyoming is a Buffalo Bill. Leighton Vander Esch of Boise State is a Dallas Cowboy. And Rashaad Penny of San Diego State is now a Seattle Seahawk. It's the first time in league history that the conference has had at least 3 picks in the first round. Here's a look back at a wild and fun night to be a part of the Mountain West.
The Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
This is one of the greatest moments of my life.
The Dallas Cowboys select Leighton Vander Esch, linebacker, Boise State.
This place is awesome. We got Super Bowls to win, baby.
The Seattle Seahawks select Rashaad Penny, running back, San Diego State.
For more context and reaction to this big news, we bring in the commissioner of the Mountain West, Craig Thompson. Appreciate you making some time. The Mountain West joins the ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12, and SEC as the only conferences with at least 3 first-round draft picks last night. Pretty big. You've been the commissioner now for the better part of 2 decades. How big was this night for the league?
Well, I think it sends a lot of messages. Number one, we have tremendous student athletes, great football players. To have 10% of the first-round draft picks come from one conference, the Mountain West, 3 of 30, is phenomenal. And maybe even more impressive, 2 of those 3 are juniors. And you know, this is their vocation. This is part of the reason this will be their profession for years to come. But it shows you the quality of talent in the league, and it's a real reflection of our coaches because they're able to recruit these student athletes and coach them to the ability that they can be professional football players.
We speak about those recruiting jobs. I mean, Josh Allen and Leighton Vander Esch, not highly recruited, no scholarship offers out of high school. What does that say about the value that they're getting out of Mountain West institutions, the resources, the coaching that they have at their disposal to become a first-round NFL draft pick or become what they want to become after attending a Mountain West institution?
Well, we're playing at a very high level, Jesse, and as you know, our facilities are improving leaps and bounds. A brand new stadium at Colorado State. The facilities are there, the coaching is there, all the other concerns of nutrition and medical and academic support. You know, we're putting a lot of investment into college football, but it's paying off, and it's helping that recruiting because that coach then can say, we had 2 draft picks and 3 free agents come from our program to the NFL last year.
You talk about that investment. It just doesn't stop when these kids graduate or leave the program. You look at Josh Allen and Leighton Vander Esch. Their head coaches were in Dallas to take part in what was a very big moment for them. That shows the commitment that our coaches, our administrators, make to these kids, that it's just not play for us and you're done. They're invested in them long term. Well,
and I would imagine Brian Harsin and Craig Bohl, when they can, when their seasons are over, we'll see a few of those NFL games because those kids, Josh Allen and Leighton Vander Esch, have become family to the coaching staffs at Wyoming and Boise State, and certainly Rashaad Penny. We can't forget Rashaad Penny at San Diego State, and the pro running backs that Rocky Long's program has produced the last 3 or 4 years.
And they got another one in that long line in Juwan Washington. So we may be talking about a running back from San Diego State going to the big show here not too distant future. Probably is just the start of something big for the Mountain West. You mentioned the facilities and the commitment that our institutions are making to football and to athletics. You got to be super excited about the road that's being paved to lead to more moments like this.
Well, it's a challenge every Saturday to try to get people to watch our games and or attend our games, more importantly maybe attend our games. But you know, what we have done collectively and what the 12 football playing institutions in the Mountain West have done to improve their programs, grow their programs, has been phenomenal. And you know, there's always going to be an arms race, and it's unfortunate that we've all entered it against each other, not just in the Mountain West but nationally. It's something that's not going to change, and again, this is reflective of those efforts, those commitments, and those investments to have 10% of the first round of the 2018 NFL Draft come from the Mountain West Conference.
Well, congratulations on what was a very big moment for the Mountain West, and appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's the Commissioner of the Mountain West, Mr. Craig Thompson. Now, it is certainly fun to see the genuine and mutual excitement from around the Mountain West on draft night. Here's a look at some of the social media traffic from current and former players. Keyshawn Johnson, a wide receiver at Fresno State, said, quote, "Mountain West, 3 first-round draft picks. Don't sleep next year. We making noise." Andrew Wingard, defensive back at Wyoming, was excited when Rashaad Penny was selected, saying, quote, "Congrats, Penny. Proud to say I battled against you for 2 years. Straight baller." Rashaad Penny was equally excited for the Wyoming Cowboys when Josh Allen went off the board, saying, quote, "Mountain West rep. Congrats, Brody." New Mexico quarterback Lamar Jordan, who's from the Dallas area, said, quote, "Great pick by the hometown team. Vander Esch is a beast." Vander Esch's former teammate at Boise State, David Moa, said this, "Battling side by side since 14. Now America's team needs you, brother. Blessed to have met a brother like you in my life." Former Wyoming Cowboy Eddie Yarborough, who now plays for the Buffalo Bills, is ecstatic that another Poke is shuffling off to Buffalo, saying this to Josh Allen, "Yes, that's my guy." And perhaps Trey Moxley of Colorado State summed the night up best, saying, 3 first-round picks, Mountain West is a conference to be in the limelight, not the shadows. No doubt it was a night to remember in the Mountain West, but I suspect the best is still yet to come. Day 2 of the NFL Draft kicks off tonight in Dallas. Some second and third round picks you want to pay attention to from the Mountain West that might hear their name called tonight will include Colorado State's Michael Gallup, a wide receiver, Austin Corbett, an offensive lineman out of the University of Nevada, and perhaps Cameron Kelly, a defensive back out of San Diego State. This feature has been brought to you by Mountain America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Mountain West. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Jesse Kurtz.